one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To throw on 3rd down. Easily. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st down, Panthers.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Easley to the right side and complete to Thomas. 7 yards, the pick up there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 13 yards. And a Panther
on 1st down. Easily. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again. Easily. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. That decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Terrell Edmonds.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
14.
Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Douglas. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, first down. An effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they control the blocking and take care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lead.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Easily gives this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up for the 36. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
The kick is good.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Douglas. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Gallup throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Going from that. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Easley. The killer here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll find Metcalf. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll look to throw again. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Easley. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Carolina.
From 10 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Lining up for the point
For
after.
good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Douglas. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Atkinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 42-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Douglas. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
The 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Douglas. And Manning hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Saving his back. success for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
This is our time. Our time.
On first down, Easley. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Collins on the coverage.
Throwing again. Easley. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey. Incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Easley. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Atkinson finds an opening past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Atkinson, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Douglas. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll rifle this one, and this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Atkinson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
A loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Easily. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards. And a Panther 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Easily. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again. Easily. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there. A 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched from over the middle.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 1st and 10, Douglas got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards.
At the 11-yard
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the left side. Atkinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
down right at the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Douglas. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 30.
From the gun, Easley. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Easley. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
With the score.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 6 catches in the wild card victory last week, and now 6 catches here and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 13 yards out. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Condors 49, Panthers 35.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Devin McCourty brings them down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The offense on third down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. On first down, Douglas. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from Panther territory now is 1st and 10 at the 46. He takes us for about 6 down inside the 40.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Made at the 36.
The offense on third down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. This is out quickly to the right, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Operating from the gun, Douglas. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. $15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another sack.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
From the gun, Douglas. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Douglas. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Easily. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the road. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, Easley to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep it.
Handling for the goal line. He loses the football. This will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run with Fournette. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
5-yard line.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they bring out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Was a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And now here's another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. This is Fournette. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Tonight's final score.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,